everyone. I'm gonna be showing you how to make healthy, fast, and delicious breakfasts that will energize your day so you can take on anything that comes your way. We're gonna start off by making 2 make-ahead recipes. So when you wake up and your morning is crazy, you can just grab and go. Then I'm gonna show you no prep recipes that you can make in the morning in no time. We're gonna start off with our overnight oats. And as the name implies, we're making them the night before. However, you can certainly use these same ingredients to make a warm oat bowl in the morning. I'm gonna be using a jar that has a lid, but you can use any container you have. We're gonna start off by using some old-fashioned rolled oats. Now I like these because they're a little sturdier and they hold up to soaking overnight. You could also use quick cook steel cut oats or regular steel cut oats if you like a chewier texture. We're gonna add these to our jar. This is about 1/2 cup. Then we're going to be adding some chia seeds. Both the oats and the chia seeds are gonna provide us with fiber. Fiber is one of those components that helps us feel fuller longer. And when you're needing to be energized for your day, this is really key. We're using about a tablespoon of chia seeds. I like using chia seeds here because it really helps make a nice texture when the water is added or the milk or milk substitute. You could also use ground flaxseed here and still get the boost of fiber. Our liquid that I'm using today is soy milk. However, you can use any milk or milk alternative you like. I like using soy milk if I'm not using regular milk because again, it has protein in it and fiber, and the protein and fiber work together in all these ingredients to help us feel full for a long time. It also has a key role in blood sugar control. That's important to prevent spikes and crashes throughout your day. When you're using your liquid, you're using a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 parts liquid to 1 part oats. So I'm gonna be adding 1 cup of soy milk. What I really like about this is you don't have to be perfect. Next up, I'm gonna be adding some flavor. So we're gonna use honey as a sweetener, and I'm gonna add about a tablespoon. If you're someone that's watching your blood sugar, this is not necessary. You can add in some fruit and that will sweeten it for you as well. Next up, we're gonna be using Greek yogurt to add an additional pop of protein to our breakfast. We're gonna add about 2 tablespoons, which is about 1/2 a small container. My friends like to make multiple, so they stack up 4 jars and they make it all at one time for the week ahead. Next up, we're gonna be adding in a little bit of vanilla extract. Again, this is a flavor enhancer. The fun part here is that you can add all types of flavors. You could use almond extract, any type of flavor you like, you can make it your own. Finally, I'm gonna add in a little cinnamon, and then I'm gonna mix it up, and this is gonna go into my refrigerator overnight, and when I wake up in the morning, it's gonna be ready for me. This is one I made yesterday. You can see it's nice consistency, almost like a yogurt. And what I like to do the morning of real quick is add some toppings. So you can add things like fresh or frozen fruit, like my blueberries here, to add in some antioxidants, some additional fiber, and of course some color and flavor. And then my nuts. I definitely would add these the morning of so they don't get soggy overnight. These are walnuts. I like to use walnuts because they're high in omega-3s, which is a heart healthy and brain healthy fat. And that's it. I'm ready to go take on the day. Now I'm gonna be moving into my next make-ahead breakfast. We're gonna be making an egg bake. This egg bake is gonna be using some of the leftover roasted vegetables that I have sitting beside me. I made these ahead of time for lunches and dinners on the go, but they're perfect in this breakfast option. I'm gonna go ahead and cut them up into small pieces, cut the stems off so that they disperse evenly throughout my eggs. I'm using broccoli and roasted peppers here, but honestly, you can use any vegetables you enjoy. I wanna get about 2 cups of vegetables to mix into my eggs. So I'm gonna do about 1/2 broccoli and 1/2 peppers. Next up, I'm gonna move these aside and I'm going to crack my eggs. I have a bowl here that has a lip. That's gonna come in handy when we transfer this to the muffin tins. I'm gonna be doing half full eggs and half egg whites. There's 6 full eggs in this dish and 6 egg whites, so an even amount of each. And by doing that, I'm cutting back on the saturated fat and cholesterol while maintaining the majority of the protein. So I'm still getting that protein that's gonna give us that long-lasting fullness, as well as maintaining lean body mass, your muscles, so that you can be strong and live a long, full, healthy life. So now we have our egg whites in, we're gonna put in our full eggs. The yolks do contain some vitamin D and other key nutrients, so having them here not only adds some flavor and color, but also some nutrition. We're not gonna be adding salt here because I'm also gonna be adding a little bit of salty cheese, so we don't need additional salt added, but I do wanna add some pepper for some flavor. We're gonna add our vegetables in. We're gonna mix this together. Make sure those egg yolks really break apart and the vegetables are distributed evenly. We're gonna transfer these to the muffin tins. By making these in a muffin tin, again, they're easy, grab and go. However, you can certainly use a baking dish or whatever you have available. We're gonna bake these at 350 in the oven, and they take about 15 to 20 minutes. You'll know they're done because they're set and they're starting to brown a little bit around the edges. In order to keep it from sticking, I'm going to grease the pan with some oil, and I'm gonna do that just by adding some to these paper towels and working through just to make sure there's a light coat of olive oil in each of the muffin tin holes. Then I'm going to take the eggs and carefully put them in each of the muffin tins until it's about all the way full. The last step before I put these in the oven is to add that cheese. And I like to use something that's super flavorful, so you don't need a lot of it. Again, just a little sprinkle goes a long way. Having this feta that has lots of flavor, you don't need that much of it, but I really love having that in there. And again, I don't need to add salt because the saltiness of the feta. So I'm gonna put these in the oven to bake for 15 minutes or so until they set, and I have a finished one to show you. And here they are, easy to pop out and enjoy either just as is or in between 2 pieces of bread. These are protein packed and will definitely have you feeling full and satisfied. Next up, we're gonna be moving to our no prep, no bake breakfast options. These are great if you have less than 5 minutes in the morning, but you wanna put something together that's nourishing and it's going to energize you for whatever comes your way. We're gonna be using Greek yogurt to make a parfait. I love parfaits because they're fun and they're beautiful, but they also have a lot of great textures and flavors. So we're using our non-fat Greek yogurt, which is gonna be our protein source for this parfait. So we're gonna start with a layer of yogurt at the bottom of our parfait. I like using non-fat yogurt because it cuts down on the saturated fat, which can be something that can impact your heart health. So after our yogurt base, we're gonna add in some crunch with some granola. And I like this granola because it has different flavors, again, and a little bit of chocolate. A little bit of chocolate in the morning just feels so decadent. And then we're gonna be adding a little bit of chia seeds on top. That adds in some fiber and some healthy fats for our heart and for our brain. Next, we're gonna put another layer of our yogurt on top and a little bit more granola because why not? You can make this however you'd like, using nuts, fresh fruit, blueberries, raspberries, whatever you have on hand, but I really like it like this. The next no bake, no prep option is our loaded toast. Again, you can personalize this however you like. I love this. I eat this almost every morning. It's filling and satisfying and just delicious. So I'm gonna start with some whole grain toast. That's gonna provide that fiber that helps stabilize my blood sugars. Then I'm gonna add in some peanut butter, almond butter, any kind of nut butter that you like and enjoy will work here. And because of the fats in this and the protein, again, it's gonna be extremely satisfying and filling. When I'm trying to make breakfast, I wanna think about when I need my most energy, and that's during the day, right? So you wanna start off strong, and this is a great way to do it. Next, I'm gonna add some fruit. Now you can get really fancy here. You could take raspberries and smash it. You can take, jam that you love. I really like using bananas. If you're someone that's watching your blood sugar, you might want to use half of this banana. That would be probably a serving. So I'm going to go ahead and slice this up right on top and just arrange them however you like. And then I start thinking about what flavors might I enjoy with this. And I really like cinnamon on top. I have friends that like coconut flakes or a little drizzle of honey, really chocolate chips. Again, you know I love chocolate in the morning. You could do that, but just a little bit of cinnamon does it for me. You could even add in some additional healthy fats with chia seeds or ground flax seeds, but this does it for me. I love this. Now, as easy as all of this might be, sometimes you don't have time for any of it. And that's why keeping some oral nutrition supplements on hand in your fridge might be a really good, convenient, quick option for you in the morning. This is a great way to get your protein, vitamins, minerals, and carbohydrates so that you have the energy you need to take on your day. There you have it. Easy, fast recipes so that you can prioritize your health with breakfast. Enjoy.